Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
so welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So every week here on a Thursday we do the most popular segment of this channel, and that segment is known as
Tile of the week. Thursday.
and guess what? Honestly, guess what?
We're
halfway there!
50.
We're at the halfway point! Oh! It just means we've got to do the same amount again! Yay!
And they're going to get harder and harder and harder.
Okay, so for the newbies, you may not know what Tile of the Week is. It's actually hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday. If you type that into the search bar at the top of YouTube, you will see hundreds of videos from various people that have used that hashtag, because this was not meant to be a crochet along. This was a crazy endeavour of Mike and mine, mostly mine. He goes along for the ride. But a lot of lovelies have joined us along the way, which is absolutely fantastic and better than I could ever have imagined. I never expected it in a million years, but it just proves that I've got crazy friends too, and that is A-OK. I am not going to list everyone who is joining in, because I will inevitably forget someone and then I'll feel so bad. So like I said, put that hashtag in the top of the YouTube search bar and you will see there is probably days worth of videos in regards to this section. But let me explain for all you newbies. I received this in Happy Mail backlash July. Yes, a year ago. It is 100 crochet tiles edited by Sarah Callard, one of my most awesome friends. Gifted it to me as it was on my Amazon wish list. You can get it other places. I'm just letting you know where mine came from. Not sponsored or affiliated. FYI, either get the e-version on a Kindle or an iPad, because you can then maximise and minimise and navigate to your heart's content, or get a physical copy spiral bound, because this thing falls apart. Like literally, it is falling apart at the seams. By the time we get to the end of the book, it's just going to be a cover. All the pages are going to be loose. So, be warned. However, when I opened this a year ago, I was so overexcited. I made a pledge without really thinking it through, and Manfa does that a lot in real life as well. But on camera, for the whole of the YouTubes to hear, I said, I am going to make all 100. Yes, I am. And I'm going to do one a week until it's done. And it wasn't until a few days later, and after a few people pointed it out to me, practically laughing at me, saying, you do realise that's going to take the best part of 2 years, right? And I went, huh? But we have started, and we will not give in. We will complete this mission. There have been times where we have wanted to throw in the towel, most weeks, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's getting that way, yes.
But we are at the halfway point. We have made it to the peak of that mountain, and now we have just got to slide right back down to the bottom again until it is completed. So you will be seeing another 50 of these videos until this is done. But that shouldn't be a problem, right? Because you guys love it. It's the most popular segment I have ever done. So for that reason alone, it's good enough for us to continue. However, we are making one a week. We're on week 50, halfway point. Shall I show you what this week's is? It is called Love in a Mist. The designer is Katie Moore. If you haven't been here a while, you may not know. Those of you who have been here a while, we don't know any of these designers personally. I don't think any of these designers even know that we're doing this. The people that made the book don't even know that we're doing this. I hope really that they don't stumble across it, because we are sometimes less than complimentary about some of these tiles, and those are the most popular ones, because you guys just get a kick out of us being all like, it was awful. But there are a couple of designers in particular that are right up there. The top spot is still filled by Hattie Risdale, or Hattie,
As Lala said.
as Lala says. But Katie is literally, I think they're both on the podium side, but they've like each got 1 foot on that podium, and they're balancing precariously because, oh my word. Write your patterns more clearly, people. Please pretend that there are going to be people that have never crocheted a stitch in their life wanting to do your designs. So make it easy to understand. And even if you can't do that, get someone to read it through and try it. Get it tested. Anyway, let's get off my soapbox. I'm sure they're lovely ladies, but them pair are in cahoots to drive us insane. And again, they didn't know that we were going to do this. They don't know us, but they're driving us insane. And a few of the other people joining in, Lala, she isn't particularly a fan of those two ladies either. Nothing personal at all, just an observation. I'm quite a seasoned crocheter. I still class myself as an adventurous beginner, maybe an intermediate. Mike will scoff at that and say I'm much higher than that. But me personally, I think I'm edging into the intermediate category, and I've been doing it 9 years now, guys, and I'm still coming across stitches I've never tried, one of which will be showcased in tonight's tiles. Just, I'm still learning new techniques. Crochet evolves all the time. You can never know all of the things. There is always something to learn and discover. Brilliant. But if you're going to make me discover it, make it so I understand it. That's the whole point of a pattern, surely. I rely on you guys for patterns. I don't design my own stuff. I need you peeps. Again, off my soapbox. I apologise. So, Love and a Mist. What is it supposed to look like? Look like? It's supposed to look like this. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. There we go. Please don't freak out that I'm folding and bending the pages. It's fine. The book's falling apart anyway, like I literally just told you. And once we have completed this book, it is never probably going to be used again. So please, please, don't freak out. It's fine. I am a huge book lover. Always have been, always will be. And I used to shudder when people like bent spines back or put down the corner of a page or... But with this book, all of my rules go out the window, all right? I just don't care. It's fine. Don't come at me. It's fine. And I'm sure the lady that gifted it to me really won't mind either. So that's what Love and a Mist is supposed to look like. She asked for 5 colours. She also asked for a light worsted DK, lightweight 3, and a 4mm hook. I didn't do that. Oh, well, I did the 5 colours, but I did a medium worsted or Aran weight, and I used... What did I use?
Ooh.
I used...
Dots?
No, I dug out my 4mm clover. I went back to my 4mm clover this week. What did you use, Mike?
I used 5 colours, as the pattern stated. I used DK,
Lightweight 3.
which is what the pattern stated, but I used a 4.5mm clover.
And there's a story behind that. He couldn't be bothered to find his 4mm in a project bag, so he just grabbed a generic or knockoff hook that he had that was a 4.5, and he couldn't get on with that hook. And to be honest, I took it off him and tried to work with that hook. Shocking. So I dug in my stash and got him at least a 4.5mm clover, at least have a decent working tool. So he went from the knockoff fake to the 4.5 clover, and it worked out a little bit better from that point onwards.
But I did not get on with this tile.
No, but there is a lot to be said for being comfortable with the tools that you are using. Please try and find the hooks that work best for you. If it means you have to go through several brands until you find it and you're in a position to do that, please, I encourage you to, because I can use any hook if I have to, but there are definite preferences of mine, and I really didn't like that one that he had. The head was too rounded. I need a pointier head to get in my stitches because I'm a tight crocheter.
As well.
Yeah, I'm a tight crocheter, so I need something that's going to push through them stitches. And I thought I was a tight crocheter, but this one is someone else. So to try and poke through his stitches, that hook just was not doing it for me. So I got the clover out. Anyway, if you can, find the tools that work best for you. You'll have a much more enjoyable experience, I promise. Anyway, I didn't really have any issues other than the pattern needs to be written clearer. I say that every time I do a Hattie or Katie design. One thing that is really bothersome about this lady is she won't just give you a specific stitch to go into. So I'm not going to give you all of the pattern, but I am going to read you a little bit of it. And it's join colour 2 in the stitch aligned with round 6 petal. Well, when you see it, you will see that there are 3, 4, 8 petals.
And they curl.
And they kind of go at an angle, because we didn't block, we never block. If we had blocked, they would be straight. But anywho, in the stitch aligned with round 6 petal. Well, which petal? There's 8 of them. The saving grace is that you get the written instructions and the chart. The chart saves me in those sorts of situations because I look at the little blacked out arrow of where the first stitch is, and then I kind of correlate their chart picture to my work, and I try and navigate as to which stitch I'm going to put it in. But that would be made so much easier if she literally specified and narrowed it down.
Also, if a beginner's doing it,
yeah,
and they've never read a pattern before,
and they can't follow charts,
or they've read certain patterns and got on with it and figured most patterns would be the same, they'd get onto that tile and be like, whoa.
And then they wouldn't even,
and
if they can't,
chuck it in,
if they can't read, they can't read charts on top of that. The chart isn't even going to help them in that instance. This is what I'm saying. Have the written words, have the chart, amazing, thank you so much, but both need to be conducive to a brand new shiny beginner. Not rely on it's going to be someone that's got 9 years experience and I can kind of fudge my way through it and figure it out. Not everyone is as lucky as me. I know that. And if I do design my own patterns at some point in the future, that is going to be at the forefront of my mind. I need, even if they go, an alien species from another planet is going to land and want to learn how to crochet, but they can't even understand English. How are you going to translate that for them to know what to do? Seriously, guys, crochet patterns are a completely different language if you are not familiar. It takes a lot to figure them out. I figured them out by watching tutorials as well, and I had a good crochet teacher. And then, because I could then understand what the pattern is asking me to do with a little bit of tutorage and watching video tutorials alongside, I was then able to correlate the round with the symbols, learn what the symbols meant, and know how to navigate my way around a chart. So I'm a bit self-taught when it comes to charts, but not everyone else has that ability. So please, designers, or put at the start of the pattern, not for a beginner. Like, put a skill level. I love the books, the pattern books that I've got that have got a skill level: easy, intermediate, advanced. You can then handpick which ones are going to be suitable for you. I'm just saying, like, it could just be more streamlined and a bit more friendly to all. Again, I'll get off my soapbox. That's 3 times. I'm so sorry. If you know, you know. Mike knows, don't you? So I didn't really have any difficulty apart from that really wishy-washy flowery way of giving me instructions rather than giving me an actual stitch to work into. I have never done the crocodile stitch before, and I enjoyed learning how to do that. It is much simpler than what you first think. It can look intimidating, and it did, but I managed to find a way that worked for me. Mike struggled with that at first, but as soon as I sat next to him took his tile off him and showed him how I was handling the tile and working the stitch, he went, makes sense, and boom, off he went. Sometimes it's just giving someone a different way of looking at it, a different angle, a different way of holding it, a different way of seeing something, and it will click. We have that luxury because we work side by side on the same couch. You know, if you're relying on a tutorial or a pattern alone, I'm not there to do that for you. So yeah, for me, not a biggie. Wishy-washy instructions in places, but a new stitch. I love the stitch. God, what a yarn eater. If you've got a load of stash to use up, I recommend the crocodile stitch. And it's very pretty. And we muddled our way through, but we were delayed in starting it. We normally start it on a Sunday. That didn't happen because we've had birthday celebrations and work and chaos and manicness and all the things that come with the Manfa household. So we didn't start it until Monday. We got 11 of the 13 rounds done, which meant we had 2 to do on the Tuesday. So that means there's not really going to be a lot to show on tomorrow's crochet catch up, because most of my time has been doing my freeing glasses cowl, because that was due and I didn't even get that all caught up. This tile of the week for today, I might have an itty bitty something, but don't be expecting loads and loads like I have in the past, because I don't have it.
I haven't done any other crochet at the moment.
So unless he can get some in before we film that video.
But I am very tired. I think I've yawned about 5 times. If we edited and we put a yawn counter on the side, it would be about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. It's just been so busy and manic. It's just been redonkulous. But we're not here to moan about our busy life outside of YouTube. We're here to show you tiles. Show them, Mike. Tell them your experience.
There's mine.
Yeah.
It needs blocking a lot because my tension is out of kilter.
But we will not be blocking them.
Nope. So my experience with it, I didn't like the crocodile stitch. I liked the end result.
Yes.
But I didn't enjoy it at first. It was really doing my head in, not being able to do it. But that's me. And
But when I gave you the hack,
Yeah,
you went
I
on your
managed
merry
to do it,
way,
yeah.
and when you had finished that round, you went, it's a nice effect.
It is a nice effect.
Yeah.
I did have issues with the beginning. I think it was because I was using that fake tulip.
Yeah.
Where we had to go into a third loop, and I couldn't find my third loops because I'd gone through all 3 loops because the tulip was just...
Yeah, he had issues.
So I had issues with it.
Excuse me.
But
you
you
powered
live
through.
and learn.
Yeah, and
And
you
I
powered
powered
through,
through.
and you've got a finished item.
I have, and there it is again.
Yeah. So we used a
And
pale pink, a
crocodile
pale
stitch.
yellow, like a petrol blue, a variegated, and a
Yes, this pinky white bit in the middle here is a variegated.
denim-y blue.
Yes.
So there we go. And here's mine, guys. So I used a white, a mustard, a teal, a magenta, and a purple. Yeah, that's 5 colours. I had to make sure I said all the colours. As you can see, our crocodiles are pulling to one side, but if we blocked them, we would be able to straighten them. They are supposed to be a little bit more upright and straight, but it does give a 3D effect as well. It's not just completely flat. And for me, not one of the most hideous we have done, but it's not going to be a repeat make. None of these are. None of them.
None.
But
Except maybe the little
4-rounder.
4-rounder.
Yeah. But we did it, guys. We did the halfway tile. We are officially now over the halfway point, because when we come back next week, we'll be on number 51. Speaking of which, it is the Crescent Quarter, and the designer is Rachel or Rochelle Carmona. Don't know how she pronounces it, so I'll give you both versions. She is asking for 4 colours of a DK or lightweight 3, and again she is asking for a 4mm hook. We haven't done one of Rachel's for a while. She hasn't given us too much jip so far.
Oh, she's been alright.
She's been alright, so we shall see. But that is what the crescent quarter looks like. To me, I think those colours are hideous. So we will be using much prettier colours than that, I imagine. But that is what we are aiming for next week. Again, please don't come at me for folding my paper like this. My book, I can do what I want. But there we go. That will be tile 51 in the making. More tile related news. I have received quite a few requests for ownership of a pair of tiles of ours. In fact, I've got the list here. Let me count up. 13 of you. You crazies. What do you want them for? Anyway, that's none of my business. You want them, I'm happy to send them. I did say when that video dropped on Saturday, and there's still time, folks, if you want a pair of our tiles, please watch last Saturday's video where we explain what you've got to do to grab yourself a pair. Basically, grab a pen and a bit of paper, watch the video, note down your top 3 favourite pairs, ping me an email, let me know what your top 3 pairs are. Hopefully one of those 3 options hasn't already been picked. Give me your postal address. I'm going to wang them in an envelope and get them over to you. That's literally the gist of it. But you need to watch Saturday's video to know which pair and to let me know which pair you want. That is the most important part. I did say that I was going to try and get them out this week. That unfortunately has not happened for many reasons. However, I do have Friday and Saturday off. So, apart from my little boy's leavers assembly on Friday, that isn't until 1:30 p.m. So I could come home in the morning and make a start of stuffing envelopes and getting them ready for posting. And then they will be ready, hopefully, to ship first thing Monday morning. Now, I am not going to set it in stone and promise that is definitely when it's going to be posted, but I am telling you that at some point over this weekend, those envelopes will be stuffed, and within the next week, they will definitely be posted, because now I have everyone's requests, everyone's pair. I've made sure that you haven't all picked the same pair and there were options for you all. I'm not telling you which pair you got. I'm not going to be emailing you back saying you got your top choice or you had to have your 6th choice, because some of you, thankfully, gave me like 10 choices just in case. And a couple of you, I have had to go further down your list than I really wanted to, but that's all I'm going to say. I will not be responding, letting you know which pair you're going to get. You're going to have a little surprise in the mail. Everyone likes a little bit of surprise happy mail. It's not surprise because you know it's coming, but it's a surprise because you don't know what tile pair I've been able to send you. There will be a little love note from me and a sticker. Normally my packages are ram-packed with loads of goodies, but I cannot do that for these tiles because there are so many of you and shipping's going to cripple me. I'm just being honest with you. Another reason why it's taken me a bit longer to get them in the post than I anticipated is I'm kind of waiting for this month's YouTube check to pay for the shipping. So that should come in over this weekend and into the beginning of next. So they will be in the post before this time next week. I assure you of that. I just don't know exactly what day. But I'm working on it, guys. Rest assured, I am working on it and you are going to get them. With both of ours pleasure and thanks. Because you're taking them off our hands. You are rehoming unwanted items of ours. So you are doing us the service, really. So thank you very much.
I believe I only have 2 items that I've crocheted. No, 3 items that I've crocheted in this house.
Yeah, the rest have gone into the wide world. You've got wild crochet out there.
I have.
There you go. There you go. Again, why you guys want them is beyond me, but you're welcome. And like I said, it is not too late. If you haven't seen Saturday's video, you're only watching this for the first time, you never knew anything about it, but you want one, go back and watch Saturday's video, and if you can get that to me before the end of the weekend, you will be guaranteed to get into that bundle that's being shipped out. Then we're going to leave it for a couple of weeks. I might do a recap video. And then I might put in the description box what pairs have gone and what are still available, and maybe do a second round. I think that's fair. Maybe we'll leave it more than a couple of weeks. But you know what I mean. We will do another round of this, and we will showcase what we have left. So there are still going to be plenty of chances for you to get your hands on a pair of tiles. And don't forget, we've got another 50 to do. So this could be going on for a while. We might not have made the tile you deserve yet.
That's true.
You never know. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. It's been 25 minutes of your time, which we really do appreciate because time is precious. Get your requests in before the end of the weekend. They will be shipped at some point next week. We will come back next Thursday for Tile 51. And please join us tomorrow for Crochet Catch-Up, which is going to be very scant. Not a lot, but we're still going to show you what we did do, because there is daily content here at Manfa's Make, so please do keep checking by and seeing what we are up to. Don't forget the birthday live on Saturday as well. 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D. Saturday is an early birthday live for Mike, because the following week I have to do a different live for a different purpose. So we are celebrating this weekend. So be there, join in the fun, and let's see what the evening will entail. It will, of course, entail lots of laughter and fun. But that is all we are promising. If you're going to come hoping that there's going to be a giveaway every 5 minutes, you are going to be severely disappointed, because, guys, I am shipping out tiles next week. So just come and hang out and wish this man a happy birthday. I'd really appreciate it, and it'd be so lovely to see you. But until all of that,
stay safe,
be kind,
look after one another,
get some good quality time in with your loved ones,
get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one,
or around the YouTube streets.
Oh, don't forget to check out my community tab as well. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Love ya.